Good afternoon, students. Thank you again for a good job on O1s. I think you did excellent and covered most of the bases, so we'll just go quickly over this assignment. First of all, my apologies for the confusion with O1A and O1B categories. So turned out that information in Kurzban is incorrect. Sorry for not pointing it out to you beforehand, but those who relied on Kurzban and used O1A criteria and O1A category you get full credit for that, because you're perfectly entitled to rely on Mr. Kurzban. The supplement to I-129, ONP supplement, makes a very clear distinction, so that's a good source where you can look. Substantively, Johan's eligibility for O1B is without question. He's a winner of a major European contest. It could by itself qualify him for an O1B category, so you technically could just stop your analysis right there. But as a backup, to cover all bases, you did and you should actually go over other criteria for O1B that he also satisfies, with publication, major recordings, commercial success, so it's clear that he satisfies at least 3 of the alternative criteria, in addition to having a major award. So a couple of issues that not all of you touched upon and that are important is that his petition has to be filed by an agent. So he needs to, before going ahead, he needs to identify an agent who will file the petition and who will enter into agreements and sign some small basic agreements with other potential employers, be that concert venues or recording studios, for example, to act as an agent on behalf of these entities for the petition purposes. Usually it is in cases of musicians, those are usually artist managers, artist agents who actually organize the tours and the events. Another issue is the itinerary. So if they want to come here for 2 years or 3 years, they have to explain what they will be doing here in the States. So you cannot, getting a 3-year is not automatic. For full-time employees, it usually is. But for people like musicians who are, who don't have full-time job, they need to explain to Immigration Service what they will be doing here. So they have to present an itinerary, and it doesn't have to be absolutely continuous. There could be breaks between events, of course, but the tighter it is, the better. So that's another condition that they have to satisfy. Now, going to the wife as a manager, it's perfectly fine to get a support O2 as a support personnel. Some of you suggested O2, some suggested O3. So with O3, she is not authorized to be employed, and she is his manager, so she's entitled to an O2. And I would say that she should get advantage of it and be paid and openly and actively act as his manager. Regarding the group, the band, so I would suggest that P1B is of course the best option. It is not clear from the fact pattern whether they've been together for 1 year or not, but we talked there about the long-time relationship, so presumably they do qualify based on the 75% rule, so more than 75% of the group have been together for at least a year. The international recognition criteria should not be a problem, given the fact that they've been working with Johan, and he's clearly an outstanding musician, and provided they've been performing primarily with this band, I do not foresee any problems at all with getting them a P1B visa, and then the new drummer can come in as part of that group, based on the, because 75% of the group have been together for a while. Now, if, let's say they're not eligible, like let's say that, they've been together for less than 1 year, then they will have to all apply for separate visas, and that could be either O1B or O2. O1B if they are well-known musicians in their own right, which is possible. You don't have to be the main performer. You can, maybe some of them are outstanding drummers, outstanding musicians. Working with Johan makes them already potentially qualifying for O1B. Maybe they've worked with other famous musicians in the past, so I would say that's a good chance that they could qualify for their own O1Bs. If not, then they would have to apply for O2s as support personnel based on the fact that they've been working with Johan for a long time. And about the drummer who has been with him less than others, we will have to do some factual determination and to see how long they've been together, whether what they've done together would qualify as a substantial relationship for O2 purposes, or once again maybe he's eligible for his own O1B. If Johan decides to just come with the group for a tour, then his wife can still come as a support personnel as a manager, and that would be P1S, the category. And if Johan is already in the United States or already obtained his O1B visa, then his group can still get P1B, so they don't have to actually come together as a group. As long as they are coming to perform as a group, then some members of the band can get P1Bs, and Johan, for example, can get an O1B if that fits his purposes better. Okay, so I hope we covered everything, and thank you very much. Goodbye.